In ancient times, the sacred mountain was sealed by the dwarf deities with 5 powerful.
Let's skip that boring part and let's dig into business. I need your help.
Hey, where am I? This is a bit different from what I visited earlier.
Hey, come here quick.
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
How dare you to interrupt my story? I am the mountain.
Well, as I was saying, this is the Misty Mountain and has two things about it. One, it's filled with gold and diamonds. And there is some kind of weird magic.
What was the last part?
Instead, you can mine any dwarf streams, and all you need is a pickaxe.
Any dwarf streams?
Hey, welcome in everyone. Today it's Wednesday and we're back here for the Lucky Miner Day, which is usually our Wednesday time. So, very happy to be here. Welcome in everyone and thank you so much, Wicked. How you doing? And yes, follow the stream on Abstract Portal. That is massively important. Let me get that link right up in the chat. We're trying to pump here the chat over Abstract because that's where we have the whole ecosystem being built on, and it will be very important to have that following over there on Abstract. So please do you can watch it whatever, just have it there as a lurk. That will be important for just to get some more views over there for people that might not know yet about the Pickaxe Master, about MLP and all of that. So please do help out, get there at the Abstract Portal and just be watched there, or just put it on lurk. CRP Monster, how is it going? Welcome. By the way, I remembered, I'm not sure if it was you that was asking, how do you actually get to change your how do you get to change your nickname, I believe? So I think let me just see if I'm getting the right account. Edit accounts, account 1, yes, okay, connect, perfect. Just want to get here. Then so if you go over Abstract Portal, let me see where I have Abstract Portal. I have it right here. Okay, you go over your wallet, I believe, my wallet, and then this is loading. You click on Edit Profile, and you should have on the About, it will say your wallet address, and then you put your nickname and a small description of who you are or how you want to present to the world. So that's how you get it done. Hope it helped out. If not, just let me know in the DMs. I can pretty much help you out. Okay, now getting this started. Let me see if I've got everything. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, so what we have here, we have mlp.fund. Let me see if I have right here the recap over X. No, let me change the account. Master Liquidity Protocol. Perfect. Profile, and let me just zoom out so we take everything that doesn't matter out of the way. Okay, wow, I need a really big zoom in to get this. So I want to open this. We've got a recap of what happened during the last month and sort of a breakdown on everything that happened here with all the tokens that we are also having a pair, including the new one with the newly added Bitcoin on Abstract Chain. So of course we had to start a new pool there, added up from my own funds about 300 USDC just to start with the pair. Then there's going to be more liquidity flowing into that direction, and I'll be covering how we have also the pools set up for upcoming. Yeah, we've got $7,400 USD in total liquidity. So 2.66 Ethereum, and which converts into 7,400. This is very dynamic as it changes when price fluctuates, and I'm guessing that by today it's already different, and I'm kind of expecting it's a little bit more than it is right there. Yannick, how is it going? Welcome, welcome. Happy to see you here. Okay, so by the way, everyone that's watching here, no, I'll give it this when Shakespeare raids. Then I don't have to repeat it all the time. One thing I want to stress out is I have a feeling that for you to get more experience on Abstract Portal, which advance you in tiers, that now they've broken down each tier on 3 levels, so you have silver level 1, silver level 2, silver level 3, and then you upgrade to the gold tier, and it goes again gold 1, gold 2, gold 3, so on and so on. One thing that I think that it helps out to get you more experience points on Abstract Portal every week is for you to go every day into the staking rewards, come here, claim your rewards, and I think that this counts as an interaction with the blockchain, with Abstract blockchain. So when you're doing it, so I just claimed mine. I've got here pending rewards 0.91. Actually, I've got a couple of MLP that I've been buying myself, so I'm just gonna go stake it while we're at it. I'm not sure why I don't have it staked. It is worth much more, so I'm gonna stake 400. Just gonna prove getting myself a transaction window that you do not see. Pretty easy to do that. Once the transaction is it has went through, it will appear here as green. It says approval, it says confirmed. Here we go, and then I'm just going to click on stake MLP. That's going to do a second transaction as well. It interacts with the vault, and basically you get a one-on-one version of SMLP, which is staked MLP tokens. We got a raid of Shakespeare. How is it going, Shakespeare? Thank you so much for the raid, and welcome in, raiders. I was just waiting for you to give you a really cool... okay, Wicked just front run me. That's what I wanted to say. Follow the stream on Abstract. Just have it there on lurk. It doesn't matter, because it's important that we have a presence also over the Abstract portal, because that's where we're building this ecosystem. So we want to attract new eyes by streaming there and having a couple of us watching there as well. These might also attract new members, new users that have never heard about the Pickaxe Master or about MLP, that will start watch and might find interesting, and they potentially can join also our community. So please do that. It's really effortless and it provides an amount of value. I'm not sure why I have this camera also set on, because it's not recording anything, but either way. Here we go. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for the raid. How were those X's? How many X's do you've got, Shakespeare? Because I know you've been playing off the grid since that game literally came out. And I know you're good at it. I was watching the stream and like, man, Shakespeare just slaughters those people. Poor guys. He just gets there. I would be one of those guys that would be playing the game like, fuck, Shakespeare is always killing me all the time. I have no fun playing this game. I hate shooters, by the way. That's why I say it so. But you're really good at it. I was seeing and you just killing those motherfuckers all the time. So GG. And bad for him if they match against you. Alright. So, play game for fun. How is it going? Welcome, and Ian, the IT guy. Welcome, welcome as well. As usual, you can type in !LFM, and that would be for everyone that's watching over Twitch. I'm gonna copy the link if you're watching over X, YouTube, Abstract Portal. I want to give you the link. So you can fill it up this form. This form is to become a lucky miner at the end of the stream, and that gives you a chance to win some free MLP, which is freaking damn good. It's free, and why not? And it's fun as well. More than anything, it's also fun. So that has went through Twitch, I believe. Yes, it did. And now I'm going to send it over Abstract. So I'm going to write, fill it up that form if you want to become a lucky miner and win MLP prizes. People be like, why is this dude just spamming random Google links? I don't understand what he's doing. Okay, So I was just waiting a couple of seconds just to go over here the monthly recap that it was posted just yesterday, and I really enjoyed these recaps. Probably I'll start doing those on on Thursdays, no, on Tuesdays, like a weekly recap, and then of course a monthly recap. As I believe that when we go to the stream, we actually have these insights, the sort of state of how everything is working and how everything is doing when we get to stream on the next day, which is Wednesdays. That is today. So moving that forward, that's pretty cool. Another thing, if you have not noticed, we have currently some sort of challenge giveaway, let's put it that way, which is the Zeely quest. I'm pretty sure that you are sort of familiar. I'll put it, Web3 projects here and there, they've run up with the Zeely type of quests, and I think that's you probably stumbled on that a couple of times. So we have that running on our Discord server. You can find the link there under the public chat, which is right there, quest. I try to tag it every time I do it, so it's really easy to navigate and go and find it. Once you create an account there and you start to do it, pretty much just like retweeting, liking the post, leaving a comment, and you get experience points based on that. When you do so, by the time that it ends, that will be towards the end of this month, there is going to be a raffle that the more experience points you have, the more chances you're likely to be winning. And we'll be giving out 3 prizes of 25 MLP each, so we're going to roll 3 times. There's a huge chance that you've got a huge amount of experience points. You will be one of the chosen ones that will get and do a live raffle when that happens. So if you just want to earn some free MLP and also help out the project to reach more people and more eyes on it, that's like a double combo you can do. So join our Discord server, pretty much easy to get there, and share, complete the quest. If you're already doing it, perfect. Now you can also get some free bonuses with that. So yeah, pretty cool. Now I want to grab myself just a little bit of water, and while I do that, let me see if I can go over token liquidity pools, and we can just take a quick look on what's happening here, and we'll talk in a minute. Just give me a quick second. I need some audio as well. That would be pretty cool to have some background music. I was rocking this playlist, so let me see. Royalty free rock music background. I like that. Usually 11 hours. This is crazy. This is a lot. Let me see if I can find another one. Rock, no, this is with ads. I don't want ads. Chill, melodic rock. No. Rock music, best instrumental for YouTubers, 1 hour. Okay, let's try this one. Sure. It's not too loud. I like it. It's epic. It's fantastic. It's going through. Okay, I'll be right back in just 1 second. Let me just grab myself some water. Be right back. Now that is perfect. Thank you so much for waiting 2 seconds for me. Now, what I was saying is that we're going to look into here how the state of MLP, and I'm going to give this quick look first because it will translate into what we're going to talk about next, which is the recap, the monthly recap. We'll do it together to see how the state of the art is going. So we had $1,000 in total 24-hour volume. It feels like it's picking up the volume back again. I would love to see $1,000 volume every day. I think that would be the threshold, what I consider like a really healthy place to be. And above that, it's just winning. If Abstract Chain, okay, I'll just go through here and I'll read the recaps because those thoughts are just all included there. What we see here, we see that Big had quite some volume over here. It generated $1 in fees. This is 2 MLP. Then second, we had Pengu, 235. Then we also had 671. This is 1 dot something MLP, so 3.5. Here, then we had 218. We got 66 cents. So we're pretty much around 4 MLP that has been bought back. Then we go over here. So if we add up, that would be like 5 USDC. Let's go over 6. And then we have this ones. The staked version, it has not been with a lot of volume, and we do have a couple of solutions for that, and we'll be looking also with the targets on the liquidity, when they will be entering and what will be happening with that. So without further ado, let's go over here on the monthly recap. If you're not following yet, also let me just put the link here so you can follow MLP protocol on X. Probably all of you watching, you're already doing it, so yeah, so okay, here we go. We had the MLP monthly recap on abstract chain liquidity pairs. So the total Ethereum we have on our liquidity pools back then, on the time that these was posted yesterday, it was 2.66 Ethereum. I believe now it's slightly more, closer to the 2.7. It is pretty cool. Remember when we started we finished the pre-sale with 1 Ethereum and 61, I believe, 1.61. Now we have 2.66. So the protocol overall, with how it's set up, it has generated 1 more Ethereum on it, 1 full Ethereum on it. So that is pretty amazing, and we're heading right now towards the third month since we have launched, and if by 3 months from now we can generate another Ethereum on the total Ethereum on our liquidity pools, and we would be like looking at 3.66, I think that is pretty much fantastic and healthy. We have a nice growing curve going on, so that will also reflect on the total USD on the liquidity pools as well. And breaking down how it went from last month to this month, so there's been an increase of 0.69 to 0.7446. So this is also including the Ethereum on the staked version of MLP. Now there's been a decrease from the Pengu token because the price has went up of the Pengu token. Therefore, it has sold, the liquidity pools have sold those tokens to balance out everything that was happening. Now on the opposite, we had a decrease in price with Big, although we might have some news regarding the merge mining, which is going to be one of the hugest catalysts for this token to go up in price, and that's going to reflect also, I expect, the amount of Big tokens we have to be decreasing and then floating into all the other pairs that we have. So it will buy Pengu, it will buy Apster, it will buy Ethereum, USDC, and Bitcoin. Now, why these tokens, you might ask? If you're new to abstract ecosystem, you'll be looking why we're pairing with these tokens I've not heard. Okay, Pengu, I've heard about that. Pudgy Penguins, perfect. Now Apster, Bitcoin. Well, they are the tokens with the most volume on chain, at least the most steady volume on chain. They're not like peaking out one day and then just flat out no volume on the other days. And we don't tend to chase that. We just tend to chase stability, so that we can work on and have some predictability on the long term. Having that said, Apster is the #1 meme coin on abstract chain. It has the most volume. So since we're capturing indirect trades from token A, MLP to token B, it makes sense that we will be with the tokens with the most volume. So that's how we generate those fees. Now for Bitcoin, it is pretty much the same. It is a utility play, as it tends to be a launch pad, a different type of launch pad, but it has massive potential, and it is one of the tokens that has the most volume overall on the chain. So again, if not, we got the volume, which is what we're aiming to have MLP pegged with. So what happened is that there's been a delay. Oh, maybe I'll just read because we have individual insights on everything. So let's keep going. We had also an increase from Apster from 213 to 226,000. So this is good. USDC, oh, I see I did not update this, but it went from 1,282 to, let me check today, it is 1,340. So there's also been an increase. And there is a new pair which is with Bitcoin. I'm super happy and I'm super bullish that now finally we have access to Bitcoin on the Abstract chain. Now, this is one of the things I really wanted to have the token NLP pair with. The other one, which I'm still waiting, is the tokenized gold. When there's also tokenized gold on Abstract chain, then definitely 100% sure guaranteed we will also be having one pair with that. So there's a lot of value with that. So we have USDC is a stablecoin, then we have Bitcoin, we would have gold, and then also we have Ethereum. So right now we're looking at top 4, in my perspective, top 4 contenders of tokens in any blockchain would be tokenized gold, Bitcoin, USDC, and Ethereum. And then we have, let's call it, this would be the secure type of place that we will just generate value out of those trades. It's always, if it's growing on in Ethereum, that's good. If we have more USDC on the pool, that's good. If we have more gold, that is good. If we have more Bitcoin, that is good. It's always a good outcome. So I really like those 4. Now for Pengu, Bitcoin, and Aster, they are the number 1 memes and slash utility. They have the most volume, so they tend to be more on the risky side. So it's a balance between more stable type of tokens and more risky type of tokens that also have a big upside. If not, they have the biggest volume that generate more fees that we use for the buybacks. Now, during the last month, there's been a lack of volume. I think that projects overall just tend to go through this phase, which is the ups and downs. You know, there's a lot of hype, people buying stuff, things go high, and then it reaches these all-time high, and there's a plateau. People just have short attention span. They're out of patience. They need funds for something else. There's just a whole life happening. And when that happens, usually it achieves a plateau and starts slowly degrading. I'm not sure if that would be the word, but it starts slowly declining. Let's put it that way. It starts declining, and usually it bleeds out slowly, and that is what we have been watching for the last month. But that is not permanent. That is not permanent, and it is fairly new for Abstract ecosystem, the Abstract chain, to be out there. For example, if we look at on what was happening with the sandbox, they've launched the sandbox in 2020, the token? Was it 2020, the token? I believe it was. And it went like for a full year, that thing was just like cents. Like 10 cents, all-time high, then it went back to 4 cents, and suddenly there was this catalyst that just drove so much hype around the sandbox that it made the token go as high as $7, and it just went parabolic. So just to say that Abstract is not even 1 year old, and there's so much things to happen, and there's so much room also to grow. Since they want to become the consumer chain, they want to have a blockchain that is user-friendly, and developers like myself can build apps, they can build games, they can build stuff that is rather easy for the user to use. So we're looking into all of those upgrades, and well, we continue to build on it. Now, I think since this week we started to see a shift, but I'm just gonna go over here. So when less trades are happening, there's decreased fees in our pairs. So that's also what was happening, and because of that, I was restrained myself from doing the buybacks every day. That was costing a lot of Ethereum in gas fees. So I started to bundle like transactions on 2-3 days of this, and so I would gather all the fees generating those 2 or 3 days and just do a buyback then. It was not significant enough to do a buyback every day. I was getting my wallet drained on gas fees, and I had to fill it up just a couple of times just to keep doing that every day. So I don't think it's that important to do every day. What I think it's important to be consistent, like every 2-3 days, even 1 time per week, just consistently having those tokens being purchased and being distributed to stakers. As long as that keeps happening, it's all good. Now, One thing I've also noticed while we were doing this is that, let me get the graph. So if you see MLP price going up, it's likely that major tokens are also going up. You can call this alpha. So sometimes you're just trying to chase trends, you know, and you're trying to see what's going to be the next token to explode, and you're trying to analyze data and all of that stuff just to see when will be a good time to enter. And I've noticed that with MLP, you can pretty much time that, or you can look into that. Let me see if I get here. Just as an example. So we have Ethereum, we have a stable pair, USDC, that does not move up or down. Then we have Pengu, Bitcoin, and you can see that these sort of serves as an index of those tokens. And together, collectively, they were bleeding out and going down. And we can see this line, this is these type of resistance, support type of lines. You probably have stumbled upon one of these type of charts and conversations before, but usually this is called a resistance line. So it touches, there's resistance, it goes down. It touches again, there's resistance, it goes down. And you can see one more time, it goes here, it finds resistance, and it goes down. And when it breaks, usually people say that it broke these resistance. And when that happened, it went all the way up. So just to give a comparison, I'm going to draw another line here. I'm going to call this the support. So as long it keeps above this line, and I'm just gonna put it, I could have put it like that, sure, but I think like this is more realistic. We have huge candles as well. So as long we stay above this line, it means that we are on support. For example, I'm gonna draw another example, which would be from here, when we went all this time. So let's put it this way. It found support, it went up. It found support, it went up. Now here, it also found support. Let me just do it like that. Yeah, it also found support, it went up, but started to meet also its resistance. So here we have a very tiny window where the support and the resistance, they're very close. So we know that when it comes around here, something is bound to happen. Either it's going up from here, or either it's going down, and it went down. We can see it broke the support, so until it finds a new support, which allowed us to draw this line, it will keep going down. And when it does, it finds its support, it will break the resistance, and it will go up. So what I think that this serves as an indicator is that together you can watch how everything is performing. Now, I'm not sure, I wanted to see, how do I see the volume a little bit bigger? Okay, this will do it, I guess. So another thing on volume, we've been seeing, like, for example, this is 31 December, so it's been 15 days away. And let's just put it like, let me draw a line that would feel like consistent. Okay, this feels about right. Let's put it like this. So in terms of volume, we can see there's also been this decrease of volume overall. And back here on between like 11, 12, this was like 2 days, 3 days ago, I was watching this and I was having this sort of epiphany, like, okay, I am almost 90% sure that in the couple next days we're going to see a pump. And hey, look what happened, because you can see the trend line, it's going down, 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 down. There's not much room left to go down. It will break it sometime, and that actually happened. We can see we have 3 green candles here for volume, so it broke, and when that happened, it also got here. Hey Kaziro, how is it going? Welcome, welcome. By the way, everyone that's watching the stream over Twitch, I invite you to also lurk here on the abstract portal. That would be important. Very, very important. So that is another tip, and another thing I found out to be, let's put it, useful. Let's put it that way. So yeah, this would be an indicator for you to know when the abstract ecosystem will be going up or will be going down. Alright, we got that covered. Now, looking at the price we've got right now, we are looking at 54 cents per MLP. This is looking pretty damn fantastic. If you look here, except a couple of wicks, we had this wick going all the 55.97. Here it went to 55.29. but we're looking pretty much almost at all times high. So really cool, I like it. GMA, Escape Room Artist, how is it going? Good to see you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're just doing this token analysis of MLP. We're also doing the breakdown of what happened during the last month, and we'll be continuing on what happened. Education via Bruno. Well, this is something I enjoy quite a lot as well, which is tokenomics, understanding these behaviors of the market, and MLP is kind of the what do you call it? The final form of it, which is how do you create a protocol that just benefits everyone that has a token, and they don't have to work hard just to do anything. It just works by itself for everyone. So here we are, and I'm putting out my thesis why MLP works and why MLP is good for the future, and it will be a very long-lasting type of token that will reward everyone that's just staking it and getting those passive returns. So, breaking down each token and how it affects MLP. We had Ethereum. Ethereum is our main pair, and it's been riding sideways. It was ranging from 2,800 and 3,300. This affects more the alts, so every time you would see okay, let me just do, for example, another one. Let me go over Ethereum. So every time Ethereum goes up and down, and the last month we will be looking at, for example, 15th December, we were in this range of the 3,000s almost. It went down to 2,800, then it went up to 3,300, all the way back to 3, and now again to 3 something. So it's been ranging sideways. Wow, what is this? This has been a huge candle. What the hell? Let me try to see what happened here. This has been massive volume. Either way, screw that. We're not looking into that. What I wanted to say is that this, when it goes up and down, the Ethereum, what it produces most is that all these other more risky tokens, for example, Acer, Pengu, Bitcoin, they respond more actively to when the token goes down, Ethereum, and when Ethereum also goes up. They have a big correlation, and they exponentialize all these movements. So when it goes down, let's say 10%, the other tokens will go down 20, 25%. When it will go up 10 or 20%, it also will go up 15, 20% up. So it's a cool dynamic that also creates arbitrage opportunities, and creates opportunities for MLP to generate more volume and capture more trades into the ecosystem that will produce fees. Now, having that said, let me see what I have here. This is for Bitcoin. We see it's already at 20 cents. It went all the way down to 16 and now recovering as well. Now, MLP, here we go. Perfect. So MLP right now sitting at 54.89. This is rather good, impressive, I have to say. So what was happening and what was saying is the Ethereum, it affects more the altcoins than MLP directly. So if we're just looking at MLP Ethereum, how it affects is that the fact we have a USDC pair. So if Ethereum goes up, it will be selling Ethereum to buy USDC, so the price stays consistent across all the pools. If the Ethereum price goes down, the USDC will be used to buy MLP or to buy Ethereum, so we have the same value across all the pools. That's what we say. Alright, for Pengu, it's been making a strong comeback since the last month with 50% gains. That is quite a lot. Let me see if I can find Pengu over here. I can. So for Pengu, we can see that's on 13 cents. And last month, so let me go over 15 December, it was around here at 1 cent. It went all the way down to 0.08 something, and now it has gone as high as 1 cent and 36. So this is a huge comeback. It's finding itself with, again, some resistance. Let's put it this way. This resistance kind of feels like there's this line that it needs to break through, which kind of, if you look, support and resistance, sometimes they're the same line here. It was going through the support. It lost its support. Now the support, the previous support, it became the new resistance. So if you look at Pengu, you would see it almost touched there, it touches here, been rejected, touches here, been rejected. But if Pengu, on the next days, it goes, for example, to this level, which clearly it's another resistance level, if it breaks this, it will eventually go all the way over here. And just to put it out there, for example, we can draw maybe this one here. That would be the next step, and probably here would be the next one. So every time you would break one, there's a high chance that it will touch here, it will try to find its support before it moves back again. Not all the time it works like this, but probably could be something like this. This is not very awkward to happen, to see something like going like this, or sometimes it just jumps one of these and goes straightly like that, and then, for example, it touches again this one, and that's how charts also work. Hey Nazman, how is it going? Thank you so much for joining the stream, and really cool to see that you're watching from Abstract Portal, which I do encourage and advise everyone to join in. By the way, I don't want you to miss anything, so I'm gonna share the Google form to become a lucky miner across all channels. So everyone, depending where you're watching, you get access to that form. Multi-stream, so this goes over YouTube. Going to watch via Abstract. Yes, play game for fun, please do so. Getting those view numbers out there is going to help us so much to get more exposure on Abstract, and we do need that. This is just free marketing, just watching from here. So again, here it is. You're not missing anything. Whatever I'm posting over the multi-stream, so for YouTube, X/Twitch, I will also be adding that information over Abstract, so you do not miss anything. So also, I think I can create a thumbnail. Probably creating a thumbnail is going to help out, so bear with me. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do over here, but I'm gonna try to create a thumbnail. So I'm gonna go Big Bruno right now. Here we go, Big Bruno, and I'm gonna try to create a thumbnail. Let me see how I can do this. MLP, let's try to generate the thumbnail. Okay, start time. How do I do this? Zoom in. Okay, probably I can't be live to do that. Okay. Screw it. I don't know how to do this stuff. Let's go back here. In 15 minutes, we'll be driving, so no texting after that time. All good. Thank you so much for the lurk, and I appreciate that. Have a safe drive. Okay, so we're talking about Pengu. Now, moving forward, Bitcoin, the delay of merge mining has been bleeding big a lot. And let me try to search for big. Here we go. So last month, if we try to zoom out, yeah, this one, when merge mining, let me just try to put 1 week chart. I think it will make more sense. Oh, we have so many lines drawn here. This is crazy. Okay. When did this top out? So you can see when it launched, it went all the way up here to, it was like $20. But just looking at this, it feels like it's forming a really long W shape. And when merge mining comes, I can see the big token pretty much going all the way to $2, doing a 10x. It has done before, and I think it can do it again, depending on how the launch will go, but definitely at least 5x will be very much doable into the $1 range. Let me do 3 days just to see how it looks. And now going over the 4 hours. Alright, so 15. By the way, liquidity has moved to a Borean. That's why we see these like really, really low. Hey Touch, how is it going? Welcome, welcome. Happy to see you here. So we're doing a breakdown on the monthly recap, and we're just analyzing the tokens that MLP is paired with, trying to explain what's happening on the ecosystem and how everything affects MLP, and a couple of thoughts where we might be moving forward as well. So from 15 December, we were looking at Bitcoin at 30 cents, and it has bleeding out slowly with the delay of merge mining, which the team has stated that they're looking for. Everything is ready. They have the contracts audit. They're just looking for a better time to launch the merge mining, which is a sort of launch pad. Instead of just trying to be on a bonding curve, you just mine the tokens. And it feels like it's coming out sometime soon. We had these pullback, so pullback, no, these support here again, and this support kind of comes from all the way back here, so we can pretty much draw this line. This is a huge support area. It's very important that it keeps on this one, so if it can bounce back here and keep growing, this has a strong foundation here, really strong. So we can see that pretty much the next, like I was saying with Pengu, the next level of resistance slash support would be here. Very clear. Would be around the 24. And then the next one will be around here. Yeah, it kind of matches. So, and once these levels are broken, then it just starts to go fast, really fast. So for example, this would be the next one. And from here, it just becomes even, the gap becomes bigger. This would be the next one. This is not like financial advice. This is me just trying to predict the market, just trying to understand, not just do it what I believe it will do, just my own opinions. So I can see Bitcoin with merge mining being announced, doing all of this stuff. This is the last time they announced it, and they were building and just went parabolic, like really fast. So for example, on a single day it went from, or 4 hours, so 3 candles, on a single day it went from 43 to 75 cents. That's just such a huge gain there. So the risk ratio here, along with all the volatility fees that this is going to generate, I think it's really good. But for the time being, on the last month, this has just been slowly bleeding out. And we can look at, for example here, we had 4.5 thousand big tokens last month, and now we have currently over 6,000. So looking into our MLP pair, let me see if I can just go straight there. MLP, here we go. I'm gonna look MLP big, for example, and here it says we have 5,970. So we have currently sold a couple of bits. I can see we had some wicks all the way to 58 cents. So we had a wick that got the MLP slash big into a whole times high. That is really cool to watch. So I'm hoping it continues this trajectory. So what happened is that when one of the tokens pretty much goes down, all the other pairs, they have to sell part of the tokens to cover from this loss. So they would be buying big. That's why we have so much big tokens right now. And the opposite will also happen. When we have an upward movement of the big token, it will start to sell to purchase Ethereum, USDC, Bitcoin, and all of the other pairs we have right now. So it will push the price up. Hey Coco Nuts, how is it going? Welcome to the stream, welcome to the chat. Happy to see you here. My name is Bruno, I'm the founder of the Pickaxe Master and the Master Liquidity Protocol. We're looking at a monthly recap of what happened with MLP, our token, which is a liquidity token that compounds 100% of its fees into buybacks that are distributed to stakers. So we're currently multi-streaming, so there's a couple of people watching from YouTube, from X, from Twitch, and also from Abstract. I want to try to grab everyone to come over here to Abstract, so stay tuned, and any questions you have, feel free to ask them. Now, keep going. We're doing a recap of what's happening on the market. We just looked over Ethereum, we've looked into Pengu, now we're looking at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, we're just saying that we had on the previous month, so on December, we had 4.5 thousand big tokens on our liquidity pools, and since the price has been bleeding out, Let me go over big, where we have big. Here it is. So since big has been bleeding out since last month, well, it has been bleeding out for quite some time. It has bleeding out since August, so for 6 months. But this is just a monthly recap, so I'm just going to look into the last month. So 15 December around here, we had big token around the 26 cent range, and it creeped down all the way to 16 cents. So that is pretty much like a 50% drop. It is a lot, and that's how our liquidity pools got to accumulate so much big tokens. But I'm actually quite happy because we get to accumulate at these really low levels. So the upward movement that we have in front of us, it provides like a really good ratio of risk slash reward. Escape room artist, let's freaking go. Finally made it. Mobile was not available, was not abstract friendly. I'm here now. Let's freaking go. Good to see you here, Era. And let's keep going. So Bitcoin, we kind of broke it down what was happening, but some final thoughts. I think that also because we have so many big tokens in our liquidity pools, when the merge mining is actually announced, it has been teased, smart contracts have been audited. I feel like they have pretty much everything ready just to kick off with Bitcoin. And once that actually kicks off and it gets announced, I think it's going to be a huge catalyst to drive MLP price up to $1 and beyond. Like I said, we have many tokens, and we have a pair with MLP slash big. We have MLP with Ethereum, Apster, USDC, big Bitcoin, Bitcoin, and Pengu. And we'll be looking at the price ranges when our next liquidity pools will be set up. That's going to be a nice push. Yes, Touch. That's going to be a really nice push when that happens, and it will generate more fees. Like we're looking here on the website, we see that we had $1,000 of volume across the last 24 hours distributed for all our pairs. And when that happens, this is going to reflect really nicely. So looking, for example, here on Dex Screener, we have MLP, pretty much we are 97th position. We also have a pair on the 99th position, but our liquidity is pretty much scattered around many pairs. So for example, here we had 186, 280, and the liquidity is just scattered across like different 5 or 6 pools. But looking at here, you can see bundle up, we have $1,000 transaction, and it looks like really cool when you see the volume across all dexes. And for example, that would be placing us with 1,000 volume pretty much on the middle of the board, like for example around the 50 area range. Hero, so some more established tokens on abstract chain that they're longer. We're just getting ourselves like 3-month-old. We would be positioning ourselves around here, so we have solid chances to keep climbing up these ranking. And we're just looking across all dexes. Right now we are on abstract swap. I'm tempted to move all of the liquidity to a Borean, but I'm not 100% sure. I tried to message the founder, Alexander, just to get some more details about how liquidity works and how we have the auto routing, because we pretty much depend on auto routing from the decentralized exchanges, the way that they process the transactions. And I'm still waiting for an answer. Let's see how that works out. But for example, if we just look on abstract swap and we'll be looking at the volume, 1,000 would be placing us at the number 25. Hey, number 25 of all abstract on abstract swap. That is not bad. If we just look here, we've got MLP big on 40, then MLP Pengu on 45, then with Ethereum 47, 49, 58, and I guess, well, even with Bitcoin it is sitting at 89, so it is not bad at all. Okay, moving forward, let's go. Now we have to look on Apster. So Apster is the number 1 Bitcoin on abstract, and it feels very much bottomed out. And I think it will move also very tightly with Pengu price action. So let me look here where we have Apster. Perfect. So this is their mascot. And again, let me try to zoom out just a little bit. Okay, perfect. So looking here at this chart also again, we can see that we have this sort of support range, pretty much where we're sitting right now. It fell down just a little bit, but it then recovered. Looking here, we've went through this range, so it broke this resistance. Now it's moving sideways, but I feel like if it continues to hold this line and if Pengu also keeps going up, Absar will definitely follow. And I don't think that this is the end of this is not like the end game to reach all times high. I think it's going to surpass it as being the #1 meme coin in abstract. Looking at 1 week, we can see how recent it is, the token, let's put it that way. So it's making 1 year right now, this token. And again, let's the other example I did was looking at the volume. So you can see there's like this downtrend of volume, and it requires very few. What did I do? It requires very few right now to break this trend line, right? So it feels like it's going to start moving up very soon. And like Bitcoin, this one has also a big potential to be one of the catalysts to be moving the needle for MLP. As the price of these will go up, it will push MLP price up, and then we will start to buy all the other tokens as well. That we have pairs, and our liquidity pools will become bigger and deeper as well. Okay, having that said, it's very similar situation also with Bitcoin. These are the top two tokens with most volume consistently across the ecosystem, excluding of course Pengu. Now there's a new pair in town, which is the Gate Bitcoin. So this is a bridged Bitcoin from Gate, which is a centralized exchange. Right now it has very low liquidity on it. I've funded this pool with my own funds as well. So what I do expect is to, like I said here, there's a new liquidity pool, and once the price gets in range, it will start to fill up very quickly. So let me just put here how we're looking into pools. So this is the MLP pools. We can see we have 4 that are out of range. As the price keeps going up, they will be entering that range. And what does that happen? So for example, MLP GTBTC, I think this is very important. We have allocated 5,000 MLP. Just to be in comparison, we have, where can I find MLP? On the Ethereum pool right now, I believe that we have 4,000 MLP paired. So that is like 4% of the total supply. And I've allocated 5%, so 5,000. So at the end, what I really want to see is to have the Bitcoin pool. We have that many assets that are as strong as the Ethereum side as well. So that's going to provide a lot of stability. It's going to generate also more fees, because people trading Bitcoin for Ethereum, for USDC, it's like this holy trinity of people doing this type of trades. So MLP will just benefit from it. So once we get into that range, and we can see right now current price, it is 175,000 MLP per BTC. It is quite a lot. We will entering that price range when it reaches 166,000. Let me refresh just to see if this changed anything. I'm pretty sure it didn't change anything. But yeah, that's when the pool will start to flow this amount of MLP into the other pools as we accumulate more Bitcoin. So what's going to happen? It will reach a place that will feel like it has a ceiling, but that ceiling is just literally this pool getting filled up with more Bitcoin and grabbing some liquidity that's flowing in from the other pools to here. So it gets more even out. So for example, we have big coin pumping, probably it will flow into Bitcoin, and I like that trade as well. Just to talk about what we're talking about, the pools that we have that will start flowing in once they reach. The other one is with Aborian, so ABX, very important to this ecosystem. It's the DeFi backbone of Abstract, so it is very important that we also have a pair. Now this is loading really slowly, and I wish it was a little bit faster. Cooperate with me. It doesn't want to cooperate. So moving on, you get the idea, right? So just explaining a little bit better. So we've got more risky and volatile tokens such as Pengu apps are big versus the stability of Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDC. I think it's about balance, having stability and risk and risky. And we have a really nice balance between this. Back to Twitch, Abstract was not mobile friendly for me. Sorry, Bruno. No need to apologize, Escape Room Artist. You tried, you been there, and hey, I'm just happy to have you here. Either way. So feel free to watch wherever you feel more comfortable. So final thoughts on this. Abstract is going through the initial hypes phase, so this happens through every project. There's a hype phase, everything gets pumped, and then it reaches that plateau where it starts to bleed out as people keep building the stuff. So it's pretty much what's happening here. So mention again the Aborian DeFi, which is the backbone DeFi of Abstract. Oh, it's still not loaded. I wanted to show you, but I can't. Bummers. Moving on. So what we have here at MLP, we compound 100% of the LP fees into buybacks that are distributed to stakers. MLP supply is only 100,000 tokens, with over 57% staked and 30% in liquidity pool. So the supply shock is inevitable. Yep, and this is going to happen. There's gamified part of MLP with the bingo cards based on the badges that you earn, based on your participation, and the trading leaderboards every month. So since we have mentioned that, let me go over here and also just take a look at the bingo cards. We have another one that has been revealed, which is for Leviathan. Stake 5,000 MLP tokens. We're going to add up, I have a couple keep growing, and it will reach 50 MLP. Now for each bingo line prize, we have 1.38 MLP. Pretty good, pretty awesome, let me say. I think my stream broke here. Let me just see if, okay, all seems to be working. Okay, all seems to be working, perfect. It did look like the stream crashed. I feel like it was just stopped there. Is it not back yet? Let me check. Well, it's going over Abstract, that's still working. Let me see. I was thinking it was just me again. We're back. Okay, we're back. We're back. It feels like we're good here. Twitch looks good. Abstract looks good, but it did restart the session. I can see here it's streaming for 1 minute. I don't know why that happens. Okay, but we're good. We're here. We're good. No idea why this happens. Okay, moving forward. Oh, it also restarted the stream on Abstract. Okay, all good. So what I was saying is that we have, for each bingo line prize, we have 1.38 MLP. So you can claim pretty much all the lines. You can claim all the horizontal, you can claim all the vertical, and you can also claim all the diagonal, which are just 2. But you can claim them anyway and just get all of the 10 prizes for you. So yeah, this goes every month. We're going to add more badges so it gets more random, but also you have the chance of getting easier badges to accomplish your bingo lines and the full bingo prize. Now moving to the leaderboards, this also have nothing to how much you do have to claim. So for this month, we have tracked down a total of 1,000 transactions. Very good. And we have total fees of $11 so far in this month. Crashed again! For real? Is this for real? Crashing non-stop? Why? 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 It's happening like that. It's crashed everywhere. Is it working on abstract? Is it going everywhere? Not again. What the hell? Why? Are we back? Why is it crashing? It's still good on abstract. Need to refresh the page, come back, but it works. Okay. Hey Xura, how is it going? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I guess we're back. Tough stream! This has been a tough stream and I've completely lost the sense of time. Usually I would track down the stream time because I have that on Twitch, but now I can't. It has restarted 3 times. Oh no, but on here I can track it. It's already on 1 hour. Okay. But god damn it! Screw this. Getting rugged on the stream. Ugh. Arf. Okay, Ixura. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Now, what I was saying is that if you trade on an abstract, there's potentially a prize for you to claim. If you had a prize to be claimed and you didn't claim, that prize pool will go towards the next month. So it means that it will move towards the January month. And let me say, we've got, yes, MLP rewards, not this one, 40, which one is this one? The bingo claimer, it has 40 MLP. This is good. Now, this is 11, which one is this one? MLP bingo line claimer. Okay, so this was for bingo claimer. Why does that 40? I was watching here 35? Huh. Hang on a second. Read contracts. Get claimable amounts. 45 claimants. No one. Pending owner. No one. But here it was saying 35 or 40. Hang on. No, 45. Okay. It was saying 45 and there's only 40. Come on. Wrong. It says 40. Where's that getting that 5 from? Oh. Maybe I need to refresh the page. That's where they are. 45, here we go. They're not gone. Okay, so here it said it at 11. This is for the bingo line. Okay, that's 13. And for the leaderboards here, so currently it has 50 MLP that most likely will go to the next month. So that is some good rewards that we'll have for January. So if no one claims this month, these 50 MLP will go towards the next month. So pretty much it just will keep going and going and going. And I guess that it will reach a point in time that MLP rewards will become actually so good, bingo and leaderboards, that people that actually have made a lot of trades, they will come here just to claim those prizes because, hey, that is just free money that they're getting from participating in the leaderboard. So why wouldn't they do it? Okay. Maybe I'm trying to load too much stuff. I don't know. Let's do it again. Let's push it to the limits. So, in case you want to grab some, this is the conclusion. If you want to grab some MLP yourself on abstract, just go. I usually use the relay because it allows me to bridge from any chain. Just get it on abstract, buy MLP. So this is the contract address for MLP. In case you're wondering, just gonna put here for multi-stream. If you want to grab a couple of MLP just to see it there, and what you can do is grab that, you can stake it, and just leave it there, accruing rewards. For example, staking rewards, there's 5.43 API, estimated API, it keeps changing. I still have to do today's buyback. These will increase again, probably like to 580, something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much what was happening during the last month on Abstract. So I hope you enjoyed this. We've reached the milestone of 20,000 transfers in 3 months. Actually, just almost making 3 months, but 20,000 transfers. That's quite a lot. So this was like yesterday, 19,000. I'm gonna hit refresh. And we've got 20,000, almost more 1,000 transfers since yesterday. 70 holders of MLP. Let's see the staked version. 50, would it be? 50. So total of 120 holders of MLP and SMLP combined. That is pretty dope. That's pretty cool to watch. We can see that MLPs keep climbing. I guess Ethereum and maybe other tokens are climbing up. That is really cool to watch. 55 cents. We're very close from seeing all-time high at this price range. Well, I guess when there's actually a trade and we go to 55, 40, it will go over here. So yeah, except this big ass wick will going into all-time high region. And who doesn't love all-time high region? Well, I do, and I'm pretty sure all of you do as well. Now, going into the last section of the stream, let me roll. We've got 6 responders to the Lucky Miner form. Let me get the wheel of names. Get everyone that filled up the form. We've got Ian, CRP Monster, Play Game for Fun, Elka Zero, Nazman, and Touch Lee. So good luck, everyone. I'm gonna shuffle 5 times, and I'm gonna hit spin. So let's do it. Let's do it. And let's see who wins it. Who takes the prize home? Let's freaking go. Good luck, everyone. Good freaking luck. Let's do this. And it's going to stop. Rolling, rolling, rolling. I get dizzy just looking at it. I cannot look. My eyes just start to spin as well. Play Game for Fun, Ian, Touch, Nazman, Kozero, CRP Monster. We got Touch again. It's stopping. Will it be Nazman? Or will it go to Kozero? I still have to open the game. Definitely feels like it's gonna be Nazman. Nazman, you still watching the stream? Because you do need to be watching the stream to claim the prize! Congratulations! You just got yourself to become the Lucky Miner. GG. Good game, good luck. Now going to the sandbox, gonna hit play. Open the launcher. Oh yeah. Oh, gotta log in. Sure. Why it keeps logging me out? Nazman, you there? You just got yourself to become a Lucky Miner for today. Okay, open. Close this window. Sure. Video must be lagging. What did I get GG's for? Nazman, you won yourself a chance to be a Lucky Miner. I just jumped to live. Okay, perfect. So, yeah, you become a Lucky Miner. I guess you can tell by the window we're watching right now. So, we should be loading in. Let me see if I can get that. TSP launcher, Brave browser. Here we go, perfect. This is on the sandbox. Go Stone or go home. I like that. I just like when we go all in into stuff. So go stoner, go home, let's do it. And I'm feeling like, would it be today that we get the first red diamond on a live stream? Can we make that happen? Dealer's choice for refiner. I'm just gonna go with the one I feel like we are being the most luck, which is the industrial refiner. We're just being too good. So many blue diamonds. I'm not gonna change. Like in Portugal, we have a saying: do not change the winning team. If they're winning, let them be. Let them win. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're going to try to get a red diamond, but I'm gonna need like Dragon Ball, the universal force type of thing. That's what we're going to create with the good luck. We're going to do that universal force, just like good luck Nazman. We have a red diamond flowing into your direction, and that's what we wanted to happen. But first we need the sandbox to load our game. That's gotta be step one. So first we're gonna do that with just load the sandbox. Get into the game. Hey, you saw that, right? This is working. We gotta do that. Lock in. Red freaking diamonds. I'm feeling it today. Skip the intro. Yes, we're gonna skip the intro. I'm gonna skip the tutorial. Yes, I'm gonna skip the tutorial. I'm gonna get... what I'm gonna get today? I am gonna do... I know what I'm gonna do. Dwarven gear set. It's been a second. Where's the helmet? Okay. Oh yeah! Let's freaking go. Where's the arms? Oh nice, the Wanderer Pickaxe. Let's see with this one. Here we go. Hell yeah. Love it. Looking good. We'll try to get a red one. I'm gonna need that universal force I was telling you about. So everyone lock into this. Send good luck here for Nazman as we're aiming to get a red diamond. So send those good lucks. For myself, good luck as well. Let's try to take it home. Here we go. Red freaking diamond, baby. We got some gold. Actually, we cannot get a red diamond from stone. We can get from the refiner. Here we can get some blue diamonds. So let's just say diamonds. Any diamond is a good diamond. Never heard about anyone complaining about diamonds. Red, blue, white, colorless. They're all good. They're all spectacular. Hey, emeralds are also great. Whoa, that's 3 emeralds in row. 1,000 masses already. Love to see it. Come on. We're on the hype run. Let's freaking do it. Come on. Go, go, go. Mine, 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 mine. Hit it. Nada. Nada, that could be something. That could be Tudo. Here we go. Another emerald. Gold. I like the way this is heading. Okay, stone. Here's another one. I think my playlist just stopped. Let me see. I want to get that rock music. No AI, epic rock, metal, aggressive gaming music. Pfft. Instrumental metal, rock, alternative background music for gaming. Okay, sure. Let's do it. Also, let me know if this sound is too loud or too low. That's close to 2,000 masters right now, and here we go, 2,000 masters. That's what I wanted to see. We're going good, 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 good. That's a nothing. Oops. Wrong one. Okay. Let me try to snipe this. Perfect. Come on. Okay. Got some more golds. I lost the chat. Again, lock on. We're looking at freaking diamonds, baby. Okay, gold. Now. Oh shoot, not dirt. Let's go, another one. Arf. Here. And in here. Okay. This kind of sounds like Slayer. One thing I've never asked, what's everyone's favorite music genre? Myself, I'm a metalhead. I like heavy metal. Stoner rock, doom rock as well. Just rock generally. If it's a good song, it is a good song. But I do tend to lean on those. Gold. Of course, not only. Big jazz fan as well. I think being to jazz school helped out to refine that taste, I guess. I guess I'm just eclectic overall. I can listen a little bit of everything. As long as it's a good song, it's made well. But I would love to know what's everyone's top pick, the go-to, when you're trying to listen to something. Where's this? Oh, this is below. One. We are 1,000 Pickaxe elf. We need to get some big wins. Okay, well, that's more like me. That's more like it. Come on. Blue. Blue. Mm. Okay, we need more. We need more. We need more. We need more. Here's more. Remember on Alpha Season 4, when this was the entrance to the vault? The side entrance? Oh, we got a green. Let's freaking go. We have another shot here. Let's go with this one. And most likely we'll have to hit a gravel. Gold? No, we still can do one more. Shit. Okay, no, I forgot to do something. Like just about every genre of music, even live opera. Opera is cool. I don't know why they even. There's nothing wrong with opera. Well, I mean, some operas, there's something wrong with those. Opera is cool, but yeah, it has to be... There's some weird operas, let's just put it that way. So for 40, I need clay. Clay blocks, clay, clay, clay. Here's one clay. Okay, now to the last bit. Let's run through the refiner. That's going to be the final good luck. So we have 4,000 masters with still 13 stone rocks to refine. I feel like this is going to be a success. Yep, told you. It's going to be a good one. There's some weird metal genres. Oh yeah, there's some really weird metal genres too. Some of the stuff, it's pretty much unhearable. Go West, how is it going? GMA to yourself as well. Welcome, welcome. We're just pretty much finishing already, refining our materials. We'll be wrapping the stream. I think Alex is still streaming, I'm not sure, but we'll be rating him if he's still up there. There we go. Come on. You just missed a really cool recap about MLP, by the way. We just looked into some really cool stuff. I'm really proud how we did that analysis. I think it was really informative overall. If you're not following closely on what's happening or the reason why MLP exists and how does it affect everything that's happening, I think just hearing that 1 hour of stream, understanding what's been done, how everything's moving, just saves you a bunch of time. And pretty much I think it was informative. Come on, we need that blue diamond. Go West. You're the man. You're the man. You're gonna give us that blue diamond. Shoot, not this one. I just need you to do blue diamond. Emerald, we're pretty much almost there. Blue, okay. Now we're gonna get it. Blue diamond, baby. Let's go even further. Red. Oh, shit. Almost. We got 2 chances. It's going to be either a blue or it's going to be either a red. Let's freaking go! It feels like I'm freaking cheating. It feels like I'm freaking cheating. Like, just ask for a blue, and the blue just pops on. Let's go. Blue diamond, baby. Bow! 10,000 masters. Let's go. Can we get a red one just to end like crazy? Can we get a freaking red diamond? Come on. Red. Red. We got a gold. It's all good. 10,880 masters. That is crazy good. Let's freaking go, Nasman. GG. Good win. Okay, let me do the calc. So the ratio we're currently using, it is 2,000 masters per sand. Then we have to see how much that is in MLP. One question, Nasman, when you did fill up the form, did you insert your abstract wallet on it? So total win is 5. Where's my pen? 5.44 cents. Big win. I agree with you. So I gotta change the wallet to send you the prize. Here we go. Cents. Okay. Let me check your wallet address. Nasman, is this wallet address? This wallet address. Is it on abstract? That's very important. I want to send you out the prize, but I gotta be sure on that. Swap output amount is too small to cover the fees required to execute the swap. Let me put this on stream so it is transparent. So I'm swapping 5.44 cents and I have to put it on USDC first. Oh shit, not that. 5.44. So we're going to lose a little bit on slippage, 13%, the usual stuff. That sucks. Oh, what a... wrong button. Okay, here we go. Hang on a second, let me just see what happens if I just go over Polygon and first I'll do the bridge here to USDC. Okay, let's do this. Then let me see bridging USDC Polygon to USDC Abstracts. Nasman, please confirm to me, is your wallet address the same in Abstract chain? That is important. Okay. Actually, we lose a little bit less if we do this way. I like that. More rewards. More gas fees, but more rewards. Okay, USDC, now let's get ourselves some MLP. Here we go. Maximum. So that's gonna be 1.16 MLP. Let's freaking go. Congratulations, Nasman. I need your answer. I need to know. I need to know if that wallet it is on Abstracts. I think it is. Well, we're just gonna confirm. You know what? App scan. I'm just gonna see what happens. If there's something. App scan. Let me search for the wallet you just gave. If it has MLP, it has MLP. So perfect. Just gonna send it there. Pasting, saving, sending. Proof and swap. Confirm. And here we go. That is done. GG, congratulations. Very well done. 10,000 masters. That equal to 5.44 cents. That equals to 1 dot... How much was it? 1 dot what? I can't recall. 1.16, I believe. All right, let me see who can we raid, because we will be wrapping up the stream. So again, thank you so much for being here, for watching the stream, either on Twitch, X, YouTube, Abstract Portal. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to do the raid over Twitch because I don't know how to raid on any other platform, if it's even possible to do so. So we'll be raiding Kamisaze. I think he's playing Indiana Jones, so pretty cool. Always good to have someone to raid. And thank you so much for watching the stream. Thank you so much for being here again, watching the Pickaxe Massa weekly recap, where we touch all the things that matter for the Pickaxe Massa and MLP. And I hope that you learned something new, and this was informative as well. So until then, good games, have fun, stay safe out there. We will be streaming next Wednesday with more updates and news. And until then, please say hello for Kamikaze for myself, as I will be going out right now. Cheers everyone, rock on, have an awesome day yourself. Goodbye for now. Let's freaking